Hello, everyone. This is Nita Scott's International Tarot Card Broadcast. And today I want to say to y'all that good deeds are not punishable. All right. I was thinking about some of the things that people have said, and and sometimes we ourselves say things that people have said that they've said just because they wanted us to self-sabotage ourselves because maybe we didn't know who we were then. All right. And there are some people that still don't know who they are. All right. But I know who I am. I just don't brag about it. All right. And the thing about it is there's something wonderful when a person can tell you what I'm telling you now. I'm not the only person that's going to tell you this. Is that you need to start saying positive things to yourself and and not be ashamed of the negative things that you used to say that you're no longer saying or have stopped saying to yourself, because those negative things are clinging to you. When you are evolving and self-improving, those negative things are not clinging to you. All right. And the other thing is that what someone else believes, like I've heard people say, oh, it's whatever you believe. No, it's when that person is dealing with themselves, it's what they believe. All right. But what somebody else believes doesn't affect what you believe. Like what I believe, it doesn't affect what you believe. All right. And I'm saying that because I was introduced to Christianity through my mom, but Christianity is is something that she also when she was on her spiritual journey. It wasn't the first. That wasn't her first thing. I think it was maybe my grandmother introduced that to her. But I do remember that she also had a path that she journeyed on, and she had questions. And I remember the Jehovah Witness and things like that. But also I had a grandmother that's deceased. Well, both of my grandparents are deceased. All my grandparents are deceased, actually. But she was Japanese, and she also did Buddhism. And so the thing about it is that even though she did Buddhism, she did not say, "Oh, you got to go to the Buddhist temple with me," or anything like that. And so it is learning that some religions are introduced to us, but it's our responsibility to choose something for ourselves if we want to be religious or get involved in that. So I no longer attend a church, a Christian church. I no longer go to church services. I've read the Bible several times for myself, but I've also read other things. Uh, and so I found myself going back to Hinduism, and that is something that I enjoy. I have a lot of peace, and it is something that I'm not telling other people, like, well, you need to do Hinduism. It's something that I enjoy doing. All right. And I want to tell my viewers that if you are not into any of those things, then don't make it don't allow someone to uh, influence you to do sorcery or wicked or anything like that. It's okay if you have a curiosity and you want to read those kinds of things, but in this lifetime, I haven't had that curiosity to read a Wiccan Bible. I haven't. I'm aware that it exists, but I haven't read one. And so what I'm going to do is read it, all right? And this is for those that have done some good deeds. And what message do I have for those that have done good deeds? What message do I have for those that have done good deeds? What message do I have for those that have done good deeds? Okay. So the first message that I have is the Ten of Swords like this. All right. Now, this could be happening for some of you just because I am talking about it. Uh, this person right here is not wounded by these swords. These swords actually represent uh, the lies that somebody told this person that they thought was going to harm them. But this person had protection, all right? And so those swords went into the armor that was meant to protect this person so that they wouldn't be wounded. Something's going to happen during an eclipse, all right? Where someone has a revelation about these things about themselves, all right? Now, this could be more than one person, but this person is going to realize, or these people are going to realize, that they were not harmed by the lies that were told to them that were meant to harm them. And then I have the death card. And the death card is saying that death is something that everyone will experience, all right? But death is also something that varies. And death is something that varies, and people don't realize this, but death is something that it works day and night, all right? Just like there are those things that, oh, life works day, this death works day and night, all right? And the thing about it is that uh, uh, it could be, for some people, it could be the death of a career. So just say, for example, if that person was a general manager at a car dealership, all right, it could be the death of their career being a general manager at a car dealership. And that person would have to find another job and learn another job skill or do something different, all right? But for someone, this death also is about being ignorant about something, all right? Or it could also be the death like like I was saying, instead of saying good deeds are punishable, then now is good deeds are not punishable. It could be the death of thinking negatively. Uh, it could also be the death of thinking that somebody's a friend that's a foe. All right. It could uh, it could be also relatives. Some people have relatives that are their foes and not their friends, and even though they're considered relatives, uh, they may not be the kind of relatives that you be wanting to take somewhere with you, and as if it was something complimentary, and they wasn't complimenting you at all. Um, but this death card is representing something that is necessary. All right. For some, this could also be about like this side right here. This is the person that's going through transformation with death, right? But this is the start of something. All right. And then I have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is saying that for some of you, there has been some action taken, and if you have been, this is about strength, all right, strength to endure something romantic. And so if you have been doing something good regarding others, and uh, that person right there, there's some type of a reuniting, all right, and this is something that maybe you're not expecting or they're not expecting, because I have the Two of Cups right here. And the Two of Cups like this is saying that these two people have already experienced the Ace of Cups to themselves, all right? Giving themselves self-love. Right here is saying that somebody or somebody's, maybe it's more than one person, is going to have an opportunity to be with somebody that they really, both of you will really care about one another, okay? Because both of you are wise. Those snakes right there with the cups is representing two people that are wiser about their emotions and how they conduct themselves with one another. And then I have this card right here. This is about destiny. Uh, Somebody is single. The person that you're going to meet is single. This is saying that you don't have to worry about this person being married. They're single or divorced. But it's also saying that you will meet this person when you're supposed to, because it is destined for you to meet them. It's fated, all right? And no one can really interfere with your fate. Some people uh, they don't, some people don't think that. They try to use voodoo and stuff like that to try to interfere with somebody you're supposed to meet, and that stuff don't work, all right? I honestly have lived this life, and didn't believe that that kind of stuff kept two people apart. I really didn't. And and I know some things about myself, all right? Whereas I would not have, there's nobody that I met, all right, that is that I would want to put some voodoo or something on to try to get that person to be with me. These kinds of relationships, you want them to be natural. There's no fun in being with somebody and saying, ho, 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 you did this to that person and now you got them liking you, but they don't like you. You know they don't like you. That's not no thrill. All right. The thrill is when you got somebody that genuinely likes you, genuinely desires you, genuinely wants to be with you. All right. And the thing about desire is, desire does not mean that, oh, this is something I'm really about to tell you. All right. Now, Adam and Eve, right? Well, Adam doesn't control Eve. All right. That story about that. Now, this is February the the 26th, 2023, right? So now Adam is not Eve's desire, all right? And she's been healed from that. Now that's the thing. And so Adam doesn't reside over Eve. He's not over her head. All right. So Adam and Eve would be standing like this, or facing. I'm just saying. All right. So, well, females need to stop putting males over them that's not supposed to be over them, because they're not. All right. Relationships is something like this. People stand and they look at one another. They either stand side by side or they look at each other. And this is how a person should, when they're having this, and this is something that I paid attention to. When you're having a conversation with your maid, you notice in the restaurants how the chair is right there and that chair is right, because you're supposed to be facing that person, communicating with them. All right. All right. When you are, I want to say, sitting on an airplane, it's two seats next to each other. It's so that you can look at that person and communicate with them. All right. Um, if you're on the trade, and the seat is like that, okay, it's so that you can look at that person. And so the thing is that it's meant for you to communicate. All right. Communication is something that is one of the main things that we do. And even being silent is communicating something. When you're not speaking to someone, that's communicating to them that you don't want to speak to them. And then I have the world card right here. And the world card is saying that because of the good deeds that you've done, there right here there's some a boundary, but I want to say it's like north, south, east, and west. There'll be things that will be coming to you from different directions, and this is materially and spiritually. Okay. Then I have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is saying that because of the good deeds that you have done, right here, that statue that it is right there is broken, right? And this is in the past. This is showing the back of the chair, right? But she's looking ahead. But it's saying that it's no more putting somebody on a pedestal in your life that shouldn't be on a pedestal. But that rabbit right there also represents abundance. All right, it represents abundance. That bunny rabbit represents abundance. It represents fertility. Also, I have the Six of Cups, and so whomever this person is that you're going to be dealing with, all right, that you're destined to meet, we got the Six of Cups. And this is someone that right here with these flowers, this is something emotional that has already grown. All right. So the thing about this Six of Cups is that, have y'all ever met someone and you felt like you really know that person and you couldn't describe it, but you're like, oh, this feeling right here, I felt before. Like, I know this person. Like, well, that feeling right there is telling you that you've met somebody in this lifetime that you've known in another lifetime. Well, that's the situation right here. All right. So this is somebody that you're going to meet that you've known in another lifetime. You're going to meet in this lifetime. You haven't met this person yet. This is somebody new. All right. And this person, they're just going to seem like it's a new person, but they're not. All right. And that's why you're going to have that feeling of, it's something about them. But this right here, these flowers, that means that something grew there that was positive emotionally. All right. And that's something that is going to, the thing about it is that you see how she's in that water? Somebody's going to feel that. All right. This person isn't going to feel that because they're not in the water. One person is going to recognize the other person in a way that, ooh. The thing about it is if you that person that recognizes that, don't scare this person off. Don't even tell them that you feel that way. All right. And if they're the person that recognizes you and feels that way, don't get scared. All right. Don't run from them like that. Don't get scared because I'm telling you, it's something deep. And you see how deep she is in the water right there? And that's because these flowers right here have grown. All right. And then I got the Page of Swords. And this is because of the good deeds that you've done. So this is something that is going to be good. This is not like some treacherous relationship and this person wants to harm you or anything like that. Oh, absolutely not. This is something good. All right. Now I got the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is saying that this, because of the good deeds that you've done, it really depends on your spiritual age. Some people are aware that because like in the physical, all right, I'm 51, but my spiritual age is different, all right? But for some of you, this person, because it's a Page of Swords, this person might be younger than you spiritually, all right? But they still communicate from a higher place. This person doesn't have a negative energy. This person is somebody that is respectful of you, all right? And it's somebody that you be respectful of, all right? So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you all for listening, and namaste.